You're tuned into Raw Brilliance with Mansa J. We got a live one for y'all today.
Hey, what's going on, people? I'd like to welcome y'all back to another episode of Raw Brilliance. I am your boy, Mansa J, and I appreciate y'all for being here again with us. Today, we got a special guest, a friend from back home, you know what I mean, 979, putting it on. You know, I love to find folks in my home area that's doing big things, and this man right here definitely is doing big things, man. Gabriel Smith, Mr. Exclusive himself, man. What's going on, my
Yes,
brother?
sir. Not much, man. Appreciate you having me on this morning.
Oh, for sure, my G. It's a pleasure, man. It's a pleasure for real. But I've been hearing a lot of things about you back in the home area, about shows you throw and everything, and just all the stuff you got going on, your merch and stuff. I've seen it on multiple friends of mine and stuff like that. So, you know what I mean? You definitely out here in the streets doing good things, man. But what all do you do? Because it's a lot, my boy. It's a laundry list, man. So what you got going on?
And I was raised not to put all my eggs in one basket. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
through life, you gonna live and learn that that's vital information. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, from cutting hair to doing. I really started. I feel like it all started me cutting hair off the porch. You know what I'm saying? Before high school, I think it was around like I was around like 13 years old, 12, 13 years old.
Okay.
And as a young man, you get tired of really holding your hand out. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So shit, you find a hustle, whether it's cutting grass, washing cars. For me, it was all of the above. And then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that hustle real.
Yeah. I think I just got tired of my pops like plugging me. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying that's just how my hair grew. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna figure out how to work these clippers.
Yeah.
And from then it just took off, man. I started cutting my boy on the porch, and before you know it, everybody wanted cuts, and it led with me throughout high school. I was giving haircuts in the locker room right before the ball game. You know what I'm saying? So the whole team was always fresh, and from there, and when this Aggie land, so we got Texas A&M and we got Bland campus right here. So
Trust me, I
started
know.
cutting that. Yeah, I started cutting the basketball players on the Aggie, throwing parties, throwing concerts to, like the clothing line. I mean, the merch, it was inevitable. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just gonna happen. I mean, 'cause I think I started with the merch around like 09, 010, like, just, you know what I'm saying? Just like putting it out there. And it started off just like any and everybody else, is like some little bitty, like some small town, like Rudy Poo stuff. Damn near you want to call it bootleg.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, and it just I ended up like really like focusing in and toning in on like the market and the strategies that Nike use, the strategies that like Adidas come out with. And I was like, man, you know what? Like, I'm tired of just getting a little press on. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then while you wash it, it dried a couple of times, it come off. I want the same material, the same quality that Nike gonna pull out, or Louis Vuitton. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it just took off from there. And once I started putting the quality and the time and the effort into making sure I had quality products, it just took off from there, man.
That right there is like, that's super important right there, the quality. And the thing that you said was you went and checked out what the big dogs were doing, you know what I mean? And you researched and you studied that or whatever, and then you came back with your own formula. Like, a lot of people miss that step. That research is super important, man. That research, understanding your clients, understanding the business in general, man, that's super important, man, because a lot of folks just jump out there, go and just start throwing anything, you know what I mean, and it die fast, you know. And you've been out here since 09.
Definitely. It wasn't no just, you know what I'm saying? It was some steps I had to, it was some stumbles I didn't, you know, it was some steps I had to take to get there. Like, I had to to live and learn, you know, on a lot of things. You know, it was a lot of money wasted, a lot of money. I ain't gonna say wasted because
it's a learning
every loss
experience.
is a lesson. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
facts.
Yeah, the learning experience through everything, no matter what it is or what type of situation it is. And I mean, I learned a lot over the years. Like it was a long time where it was a very long period of time to where like I struggled to really like get the support that I have now. Like, I mean, I was just saying not too long ago, I could never say that my city ain't support me because it was a lot of times that like I'll put out 100 T-shirts on the weekend. Most times I drop my stuff on the weekend, like Jordan's drop. You know what I'm saying? That's another strategy I learned too. Like, you can't be trying to drop. I mean, you can do what you want to do as an entrepreneur, but it's best to use your head and invest wisely. Like, it made more sense to me to drop on the weekend, not close to the first of the month, but like, you know, folks got to pay their bills, but like on the weekend in the middle of the month or whatever, when some new shoes came out or something, you know what I'm saying? And it just, as I grew over the years and started to really learn and study the game, like, man, like,
So
you live and you
growing and
learn.
growing.
Yeah, and you grow.
You live and you learn. So what got you into like shows and stuff like that?
Okay, the shows, like, on the show Blast, man, it was just, I remember, like, matter of fact, I threw my first, like, party, I want to say, like, because, you know, you have parties, house parties, this, that, and the other. You might have 20, 30 people, but shit, I threw my first party. And it was actually a house party, too, but, like, it was damn near the whole city came out. Like, everybody in the urban community and the hip-hop community came out, like, and it was a few people from out of town, like, and I was a freshman in college at the time. And I'm like, you know what, man, like dang, I can really like make some money off of this. You know what I'm saying? There was no way for me to make money off of that situation. I was living in an apartment. I remember it was close to campus. And like damn near everybody, my apartment was small, you know, I had a roommate and everything. Like it was so crowded and lit, like the whole parking lot. Everybody, it looked like an old school 80s movie or something. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
Everybody just chilling out in the parking lot and whatnot. I'm just like, you know what? I need to go start booking venues, you know what I'm saying, and really make some money on this. So I teamed up with a couple of guys, and man, I mean, at first, to be honest, man, I actually like, I studied a few guys, like, and once I realized, I'm like, you know what, man, it was this one guy from the radio out here, and I ain't even gonna drop no names, man, because of the simple fact that like that it only took that one time for me to realize, like, dang, like I brought all these people out here, but I didn't get paid for it.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna do everything myself next time. Like I'm a just like an indie artist on some rap. I'm gonna hire everybody I need to hire, whether it be the security, the bar attendants, you know, and I'm a book the venue. You know, like when you go to book a wedding venue or whatever, you gotta book everything yourself. You know, unless you got a wedding planner. So it's something similar to that. So it's like, okay, I don't need nobody taking cuts out of this. So I'm gonna do all of this. I'm gonna book everybody I need. And from there, it just jumped off. Like, dang, like I believed in what I had going. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna ask the people who they want to see, and I'm gonna bring them exactly who they want to see if it's within my budget. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just took off, man.
And it worked out for you, huh?
And it worked out. Like to this day, like I can really count on my fingers the shows that went bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like, and even then on those shows, I could tell you what I did that didn't fit. You know what I'm saying? To make it happen. And it's just like, you know what? I'm not one for excuses. So it's like, you know, it's another live and learn thing. Okay, I know this didn't work last time, or I slacked and I didn't do this last time. So this time I'm gonna put all that into this. And man, from then on, it was just like, you know what, these are the type of investments I want to make. And that was at a young age. At that time, I was one of the youngest ones doing it, you know, around here, you feel me? So I'm like, you know what, this is some real money. You feel me? I got,
yeah, man,
I gotta
like,
get it.
A bunch of folks don't know, like 979, like, if it's an event going on, the whole 979 finna come out. You know what I mean? Like they gonna show love. It's plenty of money down there from the schools down there, Bryan College Station, Somerville, Caldwell, Hearn, Brenton, like all that is all down there. So it's plenty of money to get. All you got to do is do it right and bring the folks what they look.
Especially if they know that you known for putting events on and you known for successful events. Like, cause it's been some events that like that, you know what I'm saying, people have, or people new promoters that try to start up and it don't work out, and they're going against the grain, doing certain type of shit. But for the most part, if they know, or if they see that stamp on there, whether it be the King's exclusive logo or whether it be my dog Country King logo, it's if they see that stamp on there,
it's over with, huh?
It's over with. You know what I'm saying? They know, don't miss it. You feel me?
Yeah. I feel that, man. Shit, bro. So, you know, we had everybody's been going through that thing all 2020 with COVID and everything. How has that, you know, changed your game up, you know, with all the stuff that's going on and stuff being shut down and, you know?
I'm going to be honest, like me, I mean, like I said in the beginning, like I try not to put all my eggs in one basket, and this is a prime example as to why. Because, I mean, that's a natural disaster. We couldn't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not no psychic. I couldn't imagine that this was gonna happen. You feel me? But I was always like an aggressive guy as far as my hustle. So it's like, okay, if this not working right now, shit, I need 2 or 3 other hustles to make sure it's working. Because I maintained that my hustle strategies and my marketing strategies over the years, I felt like it was like it really didn't impact me as much as it impacted a lot of others, and I'm grateful for that because shit, I've been working for myself for several years now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing people out here struggling. You know, and I mean I feel like the difference between me and my money. But at the same time, like I feel like I invest wisely. Now, true enough, I done made some investments that then flipped and flopped. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, for the most part, I try to invest wisely. I always stock up on my products, my materials that I know full well. Like it's wintertime now. We just tapped into wintertime. I done had hoodies and sweatpants and hat and beanies for 2-3 months now. You know what I'm saying? Getting ready for the season because I'm a firm believer in if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
That's
you know
a fact right there. That's
exactly. So it's like, even with the shows, it's like, okay, we still not fully open out here to do shows. You know what I'm saying? Like, matter of fact, one of my main venues, I've been trying to book it. I just hit the owner up the other day. And it's just like, at this point, I'm almost to the point where, you know, like, we need to go buy our own venue. I got a couple of other investors that's in the promotion game too. I'm like, no, it's time for us to go get our own venue because we ain't got to worry about this, that, and the other just as much as we, you know what I'm saying, when we rent it out, you know. And it's just, I decided to invest, even go even further with the clothing line due to this coronavirus situation. Also with the barbering, went on ahead and got a building location. I don't know if you've been following that, but yeah, we got a new building location, brick and mortar spot. It's 308 East MLK in Bryan. And it's the location is everything because it's smack dab in the middle of both sides of town, like both hoods. Yeah, like
dab in the middle.
It's like east side on one side of Texas Avenue, and then the train tracks is like right on the other 2 streets down from the shop. So, and then there you go west side. So it's like, dang, you know, it's right there in the middle. So I'm getting the best of both worlds as soon as we open, but at the same time, it reminds me of the Nip situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I love my city. You feel me? And it's something I have to look out for, and it's something I have to make sure I don't let get beside me. You know, I have to make sure I'm fully aware of, you know, where I'm at and how I'm managing things with the building. But at the same time, you know, I mean, scared money don't make no money. You know.
That's also a fact. Dang, man. I feel that, bro. Like, That's one of the main reasons I want to have you on here, because I've been seeing your moves and I've been hearing about your moves in the streets, and you know it's all been positive, bro. And I'm always preaching, you know, ownership, or it's trying to get your own shit going, even if you know what I mean, starting at the bottom and scraping. Like, ownership is super important for like times like this when you're not dependent on a check and you got those other side hustles. Even if you keep a regular job, you know what I mean, just find a
Yeah.
side hustle or
And which,
something.
let me add, nothing is wrong with the regular job.
Nothing at
I mean,
all.
because especially these days, I was seeing, I forgot the rapper name, but I just seen the video. Like, he was letting it be known, and I respected him for saying it. Like, bro, you're not gonna make $1 million out the streets these days. Somebody gonna either kill you before you do it, or
Are you getting locked up?
you getting jammed up. Somebody set you up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just inevitable. You
It's
know,
way too many
so you
cameras and
gotta
shit.
have other hustles. Yeah.
Yeah, like, yeah, the job thing, bro. Like, it's nothing wrong with that. Like, I you should be making money while you trying to reach your goals. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
that's super important. You got bills to pay. Everybody got bills, but in that process of having that job, just find you another source of income, whether it's investing in things or you got a homeboy that got a business that you believe in. You can invest in them and help that grow when they working, and you be a silent partner or something. Just find another way to make extra income so you're not dependent on somebody for all your life's or bills or whatever and stuff. Because one day when something like this happened in 2020, like,
Yeah.
all that shit come hitting the fan, and you gonna try and then you last minute trying to find something else to bring in that money. So as you said, if you ready, you ain't got to get ready. So just, you know, like I'm always saying, find that extra source of income. Ownership is super important, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Just own a piece of something and take a stake in something. And that's one of the main reasons that I want to bring you on here, because I respect your hustle and your grind, you know, and you from the 979, and I'm always talking to my folks back home about this too, and it'd be good to see somebody from them, because I always got people from, you know, from Austin and Houston and Cali on the show and everything like that, but not really from my hometown. I've had two people from Bryan on there on here. I'm sorry, but other than that, I want to get more voices from back home, who the people I know around there can see, you know, like that's somebody in the area that's doing this. You know what I mean? Because folks react better when it's from something that's familiar, you know, so something that they can see that's from the same environments that they're from, you know. So
Yep.
I definitely respect the hustle, my boy. Like, I respect it heavily. So you up on your news and everything? You been voting?
Oh yeah, man. I'm definitely an advocate for voting. I mean, I feel like if anybody gonna have anything to say, you know, about the government system we have, or if anybody gonna have anything to say specifically about the president that we have, like, okay, you got to use that voice too. You know what I'm saying? Utilize your opportunity to make a change in that and go vote. You know, like, I mean, and if you're not registered right now, whenever this video come out and you viewing it, make sure you take that chance, and if you still got a chance to vote, you go do it. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
Yeah. So all the viewers out there, whoever viewing, make sure y'all utilize your opportunity for your voice to be heard. I mean, because we can't complain about something that we're not trying to fix. And I'm a firm believer in not worrying about things that you can't control, you know what I'm saying, and leaving that to God. But that's something that you can touch. You know what I'm saying? You can control that. Like, just make sure your voice heard.
Yeah. Talk your shit, goddamn.
Yeah.
Shit. Like,
For real. For real.
everybody that watch this online or listen to it or whatever, like, they already know I'm always preaching, like, you gotta, like, right now it's a time where we at least got some type of advantage, if we've ever had any type of advantage. You know what I mean? With all the stuff
Nah,
going
most
on in the
definitely.
streets, we got their attention. So right now it's a time when we act and we strike and we get the people that we need in office. And it's not just the election coming up on November 3rd. Like, after that or whatever, you got other elections too. So for your local government,
even the small. Yeah, I was about to say the local government too. Like that matters. Like from all the way down, whether it be the governor himself, the mayor,
the
to the
judge, the
city
sheriff.
councilman. Yeah, the judge, the city councilman you got in your area, like that all matters, man, because these are people who, when it come down for them to have them meetings that 9 times out of 10 we not gonna be in,
Mm-hmm.
they talking for you, you know. So you want to have people with your same ideals, your same morals, your same ethics to be there to represent you. Like you don't want somebody over here that think all the way left and you over here thinking right, and they talking for you. Nah, because perception, ooh-wee. Man, that's not the way you want to go, you know. Like
That's not the way you want to go, because ever since we've been letting them talk for us, we've been getting fucked all the way. So it's time right now, man, to stand up, speak out, you know. And it's not just about protesting and running the streets, man. Like we got to take actual action. Like as far as if we live in this country, then it's gonna be rules that we have to follow, no matter how much we want to change it and shit. Like the only way laws and shit get passed is through, like, you know, Congress and the Senate and shit like that. And we put them people in there. So the only way you gonna get what you want done, or what bills you want changed or passed, or whatever, you got to put them people in office that think like you, as you were saying, you know, that think like you and got your morals and your beliefs and stuff like that, or who is at least willing to fight for you when you're not there, because you're not gonna be in those rooms, but the people that you vote
right.
for are. So yeah, man, like this is a crucial time. So, you know, I'm so glad. I'm glad you on that, my dude, because I ain't gotta try and talk your ear off about it now, goddamn.
Nah, most definitely, most definitely.
But
Yeah.
shoot, but as a concert promoter and all that, you know, choose artists and stuff to come out um and and perform and stuff. And this show is about hip hop and, you know, and stuff like that. So I want to get, who was some of your favorite artists growing up?
Well, first off, first and foremost, I must shout out to, the artist on my label for one,
I didn't know
Sean
you had
Lawson.
wait a minute. Talk about this. Talk about this. I told you
Yeah, man.
the dude is in everything, man. Talk about it. It's a laundry
Hey,
list of
man,
things, man.
I try to be as humble as I can, man. It's just,
Nah, talk your shit, big dog.
yeah, man. First off, Sean Lawson, you one of my favorite artists, past time or in time now. But Jerry Tennell, Shamario, Chop, those are a few artists on the label now at this present time. Speaking
Okay.
of, Jerry got a project coming out on Halloween, October 31st. It's called Red Paint. If you ain't got it, go get it, pre-order it, or if it's out now, go ahead and order that. iTunes, Amazon, everywhere. But coming
October
up, man,
31st.
October 31st, Red Paint,
That's
J10.
spooky season.
But
I like it.
yeah. Speaking, I think that how it had correlated with the name of the tape.
Yeah.
You know, he put out 5 solid tracks, man. And when I tell you they bar for bar, and he ain't just rapping, like he talking about something. You know what I'm saying? He
Okay.
delivering the message.
Okay.
But coming up, man, I used to jam. Like I would always hear my pops like jamming old school, like Johnny Taylor or some what's that man? If you think you're lonely now, wait until the night.
If you're lonely now.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
wait until the night, girl. You know, like he used to jam all the R&B old school stuff, and I would also hear him jam like Tupac and Biggie Smalls. Like I think one of my favorite artists coming up was like Lil Wayne, and then I really got hipped on the Kendrick too. Like, but in a more recent category, Nip got to be like my favorite.
Nip.
Like, cause I had and even though I'm from East Side, what they call ESK, I'm from East Side of Bryan. You know what I'm saying? It's real bloody. You feel me? But and even though Nip rolling 60s, like it's just I respect everything about him and his message. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just like I never heard a song to where he didn't have a vital message. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, yeah, like that's the type of music that attracts me. Like that's what I'm hip to. Like, man, it just that last album, shit, man. Still to this day, I can
It
put
was
it
a
in
victory lap for
and no
real, man.
skip. Yeah, like yeah,
Everything
it was
lived up to his
it was
name.
something, and it was crazy like how it all played out because. I mean, is I would make you feel like he knew that was coming into effect, you know, that was about to happen.
Man, now the Tupac of our
There's so
generation,
much to
like
learn.
that's
Yeah, and there's so much to learn from that. And that's why I brought up Tupac too, because it's like, dang, like these are people like I watched and I'm like these people had messages in there. They wasn't just rapping about rims and cars and you know what I'm saying, whatnot.
oh yeah.
Because once you get those material things, like it's definitely not okay to praise them because I know for a fact that you realize like, damn, like I could have went a little bit longer without grabbing this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
ain't gonna like I just grabbed the Benz. Like I could have grabbed, you know what I'm saying? I could have invested that money a lot more, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, dang, I hit that pinnacle. I mean I hit that goal, I reached that goal, so it's like a trophy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not about to praise it. I'm not about to like just continue to put it out there. And I seen these guys like Nip had the Maybach. You know what I'm saying? He might have mentioned it once or twice, but like he had like the 90% of his tracks was a message to be heard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
wasn't all about the rims and the cars and jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, it's one of the prime reasons why he didn't have a lot of diamonds on his chains. Like he had gold because if you think about it, that gold is way more valuable. You know what I'm saying? And it appreciates. It don't depreciate. You know what I'm saying? As much.
Yes, sir. Like Nip is he's still one of my favorites. I still jam all his old shit too still. And like
Yeah.
all of it still.
Bobby Womack. That's what I was talking about. Bobby Womack.
Womack. Okay. This
Yeah.
dude over here on that trail ride music. All right. All right.
Yeah, him and the Isley brothers, man, they was
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
ooh-wee. And on my mom's side, she had me on like that Fred Hampton and that Kirk Franklin a lot. You know what I'm saying? Every Sunday morning. It was crazy, man.
See, like me, it's reversed. My mom was on like the old school R&B shit, and my pops was on the church stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, but it was the same music though, but just came from, you know what I mean? But yeah,
Yeah.
that's it right
Most
there.
definitely.
But top 5 right now, bro. Like I gotta ask you. I ask everybody that be on here, bro. So I gotta know. I gotta know your top 5 right now, dead or alive.
I would say, I mean, you gotta have Hov in there, man. Top 5, dead or alive. I want to say Nip, Hov, Lil Wayne. Ooh-wee.
That's 3. That's 3. I need 2
That's
more, big
3.
dog.
Ralph, you know, like
Ross?
I like, yeah, I think Ross like we were saying, I think he definitely got a message in a lot of his content too.
He do.
Kendrick, you know, I mean, them 5 right there: Kendrick, Ross, Nip, Wayne, and Hov. Like,
Very
I
versatile.
want to halfway put Cole in there too, cause Cole like he got such a strong message too, like, but you know he kind of like the little brother out of all of them. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. So
yeah, I think that would be my 5.
so your music is mainly got to have some type of meaning to it. You know what I mean? Or some
Yeah, I
type of
think.
substance in it.
Whoa! And I just seen this cat. He looked like him, and he thought he brought him to my attention. Chance the Rapper too, because of the simple fact. And I say that, yeah, and
Chance
that's
the
how I
Rapper?
feel because, well, he would be like the 7th man. He in my top 10 because of the simple fact that like we were just saying, like I feel like any message you putting out gotta have a meaning to it. Like I'm not with the just swinging and banging. Even though I'm from Texas, you know what I'm saying? I'm harder. I mean, the heart of Texas. I'm in Bryan College Station, where we call the heart of Texas. But it's just I can't really vibe all day and night to just swinging and banging, slow loud and banging out in my trunk. Nah, bro, like I jam the shit out of that, but
Hey, I was
I
about
like
to
stuff.
say it wasn't no Texas legends in your top 5. But I understand though, because I'm the exact same way. Like I bang that shit all day, but I need substance in my shit, bro. Like I gotta have
I'm
substance.
different, you know what I'm saying? It's just,
Yeah.
and I always say to each his own. Like even with my artists on my label, bro, like I'm not gonna like every song they put out. You know what I'm saying? But every song wasn't made for me. You feel me?
Facts.
Like, and I know that's why it's different genres of music, because everything not for everybody. It's just like food. Like you might like one thing, I might like another. You know what I'm saying? No matter where we from. You feel me? So that's how I feel on that. Like it's just
And so,
crazy. Like
s- so you think it should be genres in music? Because there's been a lot of people saying that they should kill genres and it should just be like music. Because right now, rap is by far the #1 genre in the world. Like it's not even close, and all the offshoots of rap and hip hop and shit like that. So they saying like by keeping this shit in categories, like they devaluing, our culture and stuff like that. So it's been a big thing
nah,
about
I,
your
I think
genres.
it should. I think it should stay genres simply because, just like what you just said, by keeping it, but it's the opposite effect with me. Like by keeping it in different genres, like you can tell you was able to say, hey, rap is by far, you know what I'm saying, the biggest influence basically right now. You know what I'm saying? Like hip hop to me, like you can't honestly, if you being honest with yourself, whether it's me or you or the viewers watching this, they can't sit and honestly say, hey, this is like country music started this whole era right here. But you
Yeah.
can sit back and say, hey, hip hop started this whole, like a whole era, a whole different type of well-being, or a different type of how people handle themselves. So that's why I say everybody that I listen to, they got a message. Like I feel like Nip's impact on the world, like not only in how he impacted me, I mean, cause I was doing me prior to his last album, but his impact on the world, man, I feel like all of a sudden we got twice as many entrepreneurs. We got three, four times as many entrepreneurs and people that's willing to, you know what, I'm gonna quit my job today. Now I'm not telling nobody to go quit their job,
Yeah.
but we got people that's willing to take that risk and
Yeah.
believe in themselves because of hip hop, because of they watch somebody else believe in themselves, and you say, you know what, I'm gonna bet on myself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
what
fact.
other genre can you say that's done that?
No.
Whether it be watching somebody with the swangers and the candy cars, or whether it be watching somebody with the jewelry. Now, true enough, that does create both sides. It creates a good effect and a bad effect. Bad effect being the robberies and stuff like that. Good effect being creating new entrepreneurs that's being creative and evolving with the times. You know what I'm saying? And learning how not to make excuses, but learning to be a go getter. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, but with everything, it's two sides to everything.
See, my whole thing is the argument kind of go to like if you want to put first black something in front of something. It's like if you talking about like awards or something, and somebody black wins an award and they like the black actress or actor or whatever won this award, and the highlighted part is the black part. You know what I mean? So I think what people are trying to do is, everybody associates black people with hip hop and rap. You know what I mean? Like if they talking about urban or whatever rap or hip, they talking about black people. So
Mm-hmm.
in the awards categories, they're pretty much, like separating, like giving them their own categories and shit like that. So they could still give these other, artists and stuff awards as well too. So I think it's people upset at the fact that they're trying to, you know, still in a way devalue hip hop when it is the majority and the leader in all of music right now. So when you think of music, you should think of hip hop. Like you should think of rap. You shouldn't just be like, oh, that's a rap artist. No, that's an artist. You know what I mean? Like he creates. That's an artist. It ain't a rapper or whatever you want to associate him or her with. You know what I mean? So that's what I think most people have been upset about. But I'm cool with the genres, kinda. I wouldn't mind if everything was just all music because I just think the talent should be highlighted. If somebody got the number one album in the world, then they should have the number one album. It shouldn't be the number one hip hop album. Like, nah, he killing all albums in the world. So yeah, that's the top.
Right.
If it's a number one in hip hop, it's the number one in the world. Like that's pretty much always gonna be a fact in this day and age. You know what I mean? That's my only gripe with it. But yeah, I don't like urban shit though. Like when somebody say like an urban award or something, like, bro, just talk to me. I know you already talking to me. Like, don't sit here and call me names, my dude. Like, just holler at me face to face. You feel me? But
straight up.
yeah, though, man. But my
And
dude,
that's crazy. Like I think that's one of them things that Trump really brought out. Now I'm not a Trump supporter at all. Like just to be blatant and honest.
yeah,
But I think that is like I just said, it's a positive and a negative to everything, to every situation, no
it
matter what it
definitely
is.
is. It definitely is.
And I feel
Especially
like
Trump too.
that's something that he brought out. Like he brought out the honesty. Like people not scared to let you know that they racist no more. People not scared to, well, for the most part,
Uh, they loud out here with it now, boy. Like
Yeah.
they,
Very.
especially in Texas and in the back home area, in that back home area over there. Man, I be driving back home and you see a lot of different signs now, like out in the open.
Yeah.
Bro. A lot of them.
People
But
getting very bold.
very bold, my boy. But
People
I ain't
getting
had
their
no.
ass whooped too, though.
Yes,
People
they
getting
are.
their ass whooped too. Shit.
I was talking with my homeboy the other day about them, bro. Like, yeah, these niggas bold, but they finna boldly get that ass beat too if they step too far the line. Goddamn, this ain't back in the day no more, fam. Like, you gonna have to come with it. Really be about that life you talking about it, G. But man, my boy, I definitely appreciate you coming on, man. Like, it's been a pleasure for real. And yeah, and I respect the hustle, the grind, must continue success, my dude. Is there anything you want the people to know? Any more albums dropping? Any more clothes dropping soon? Where to get the
We
merch
got
at?
we definitely got new merch. We always consistently trying to, make sure we stay up with the times on the apparel. You can always check us out at kingsexclusive.com. That's kingsexclusive.com. New music too. Like I was saying, Jerry Tanel, J10, he got the Red Paint mixtape coming out on the 31st of October this month. And Sean Lawson, he got some new music coming out. Also, Space Pack. The Space Pack. It's on the way. I think it's dropping like right after Thanksgiving, if I'm not mistaken. Man, that Red Paint was so hard, I almost leaked it, man. I almost leaked it, man. I said, you know what? Nah, I ain't gonna do it.
Yeah,
My boy
you.
JB mixtape on the label. I'm gonna chill out.
Yeah, you put way too much work into that for a leak. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm definitely gonna be on the lookout for it though. I'm definitely gonna be checking it out because anybody from back home, I'm trying to get up on, man. So I don't really hear a lot of artists from Bryan College Station. I'm sure they are for sure, but I just saying, you know what I mean, being able to get up on them yet and get up to speed on who they are. Cause
man, every year, due to COVID-19, I ain't really had one. I ain't even really, like I said, I ain't even really set it up this year at all, and I skipped out on it last year because it was around the time. It started around the time that I usually throw it, but every year we throw a basketball tournament too, man. Like it's crazy. Like there's some stuff I ain't mentioned, but we throw a basketball tournament, and I try to use that platform to like bring out not just local artists, but artists around Central Texas. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be Austin, whether it be Killeen, Waco, Marlin, Brenham, like man, Hearn. I try to use that platform because we have teams from all over, whether it be Louisiana, Oklahoma. a lot of teams from Texas, but we give out around like the next time we plan on giving out like 10,000, but usually we give out $5,000 for first place prize, and it's a basketball tournament that, man, when I tell you, everybody come out, they bring their families, their kids, and it just be a lot of fun. You know what I'm saying? It's a family environment, but a lot of times it be so many people there. It's like, dang, over the with the past 2-3 years, I couldn't help but go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, use this platform to bring on these artists too, to let them showcase their skills. So
Yeah,
if
dope.
anybody watching this, next time you hear about the Go Hard to Go Home basketball tournament, it's not just basketball. You can come out and meet some great artists too. You know
For
what I'm
sure.
saying?
And everybody listening to this, next time y'all hear about that tournament, I'm gonna be playing in that whole goddamn. Right?
For
Shoot, I
sure,
ain't
for
played
sure.
all year, goddamn. I ain't dunked on a boy in a minute, man. I ain't yammed
So
on
when you hear that $5,000, now you like, you know what?
I just heard a little ching, ching, ching in my head, goddamn. As soon as you said it, I was like, let me get my squads together. Let me call the boys.
Yeah.
Hell
Most
yeah, I'm with
definitely.
that. But that's a good look, though, man. And yeah, keep on doing you, man. Stay blessed. Everybody, y'all know. Oh, yeah, get the folks out your social media real quick, my boy.
Yeah, man. If y'all want to follow me, y'all can hit me on Instagram. That's Mr. King's Exclusive. Or y'all can follow my business page. That's King's Exclusive Life. But any orders or any merch y'all need, log on to www.kingsexclusive.com. Check out all the new merch. Matter of fact, just right after this video, I'm about to go upload some new merch on the site, some new beanies and some new hoodies and whatnot. So y'all check us out. Once again, for the IG, that's Mr. King's Exclusive.
Hey, and there you have it. Boy, stay grinding, man. I love it, goddamn. All
Yeah.
all of that info gonna be in the description section, you know. So y'all make sure y'all go check that out and support the brand and everything he got going on, because he's back from the home area 979. And so, you know what I mean, support that. I love it, my G. But everybody know where to find me. Y'all can go to www.rawbrilliancemedia.com, get new content, articles, videos, the podcast, everything. On social media is Mansa, MANSA_JK. That's on Instagram and Twitter and, you know, everything really. But yeah, so I appreciate y'all once again for joining us on Raw Brilliance. I am your boy, Mansa J. Man, we out this thing. I appreciate you, sir.